All right. We are at the International Smile-A-Thon, and this brother of mine, David Blackford, he gets what it is to wear your message because he has shirts and he has a business that call, and by the way, step up. Let me see. It says what you are is God's gift. So by the way, you are a gift. You have been such a gift to me. You keep me informed of where I should be, who I can meet, and I just want to thank you for that, David.
Hey, thank you.
And I even
Thank
get a
you.
warm welcome from you in San Diego. We got to have break bread and really reminisce on what it is to make a difference in the world. So the floor is yours. Please share how you bring smiles to the world, what your purpose is, and how you make a difference.
Well, I try to bring smiles to the world through my shirts here. It's something that I started with my daughters, and basically, I started it to share with them some philosophy. Basically, yeah, we have been, I guess, since February. We launched in February, and it has been nothing short of magical. Just trying to bring this out. People are loving the shirts, loving the message, and loving that I'm working with my daughters. So, that said, I mean, I don't know if, I mean, there's more to bring here. I, I don't know. I guess I didn't know that I was going to be just talking to myself and no questions. So I could give you the background. My oldest daughter, Destiny, she had moved out when she was 18, moved back home when she was 20, and I was going through a personal development change, and I was trying to share that with her. And I said, "Hey, can you listen to this CD or read this book?" Or, yeah, that didn't work so well. So I felt kind of like a failure, like I couldn't pass the philosophy that I was learning to my oldest daughter. And then during the pandemic, well, I was reading a book and it kept on talking about life hacks. And that's when I came up with the idea for LifeHack Tees. And through that, I began a t-shirt company with my younger daughters that were living at the house. And I remember giving Delilah, who is my co-founder, I gave her the quote, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right." And that was what I gave her to go look up. I asked her, "Go tell me who Henry Ford was. Go tell me what the quote meant. Give me a couple of URLs so we could share that information with the people that we'll be sharing this message with." And she came back about 30 minutes later and said, "Did you know Henry Ford invented the car?" And I kind of chuckled and I said, "Well, he didn't quite invent the car, he invented mass production." But the message was clear. She was getting it, and it was a great way to share the quote, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right." Um, so anyway, since then we established 28 original designs. We're calling it the OG 28. And we also are doing a collaboration with a gentleman by the name of Sergio Gretes. And he is an artist and a musician, but his art's incredible. If you go to our website, lifehacktees.com, you can see everything there and you can see our messages. And yeah, now that you're back, that's pretty much it. I didn't know it was just going to be me talking, but that's all good, brother.
Well, you know why you're the only one talking? Because I wanted to give you the spotlight to say what a difference you make in the world. And some of these shows, you can always say you want to do an interview, but let me tell you why. Because you're powerful. Powerful people get a TED Talk. So you got the TED Talk. But let me show you.
Oh man, you got me.
So, how many different shirts do you have right now?
We have the OG 28. I was just telling your audience the OG 28. It's our 28 designs, and then we got two other ones that are up in the Sergio collection. Although we have two more that we're coming out with that, and we are going to be launching a new collection called the Authors Collection, which I know we've talked about this,
Yeah.
but it's going to be. I already have 14 to 16 authors that have committed, and I can't wait to start bringing that out. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, you are all about authorship, but you're also about, leadership. You're about the right positive messages, the mindset. Dr. Greg Reed is probably what I'd call the single-handed connection to people like yourself. I mean, he has his 20th anniversary coming up, And you recently gave me something that means a lot to me. And even though I have not read the book, okay, I just want to show people that this
Oh
man
yeah.
buys books that are vintage and he gives them to his friends. And, some of his friends read it and some of his friends don't. And some of his friends don't read it and show the world what a gift it is. So during the holidays, just so we're clear, I will read it because it'll be my downtime. I get to actually enjoy this book. But I didn't want to do an injustice to it of just skimming through it. And I certainly didn't want to go on the show and say, I've read it when I haven't. So
Right.
you gave this to me about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And I just want to say, when someone gives you a book, it's your duty to let them know how it changed your life. And it changed my life, just you giving it to me, because I know how important this message is to you. And Maine is New England. We talked about that. But it also means a lot to me because I have a quote that I say on stage, which is the difference in where you are today and where you'll be 5 years from now are the books you read and the people you meet. And you're both a gift as a person, you're a gift as a giver of a books. And that was Charlie Tremendous Jones. And I share that with you, David, because today is your first day on the Dr. Smiley show. And it's my first day confessing you gave me this book that I haven't read yet. So, and it was your first day of you thinking that you weren't going to be in the spotlight. So today is first for everything, but I got news for you. That's how you grow. So I threw you in the lake and said,
I
show
felt it.
the
I was swimming, baby.
well, and even though this is part of the recording, I just want to say that's how much I believe in you.
I
And
appreciate it.
you're going to be on so many shows. This is just an anchor of how big you're going to leap up. All right.
I
So
appreciate you, brother.
love you too, brother. All right. Take
All right.
care.